Celtic Myths and Legends by T.W. Rolleston. Chapter 3 The Irish Invasion Myths. The legend of Tuan mac Carell. Who then told the tale? This brings us to the mention of a very curious and interesting legend, one of the numerous legendary narratives in which these tales of the mythical period had come down to us. It is found in the so-called Book of the Dun Cow, a manuscript of about the year 1100 of the Common Era. It is entitled The Legend of Tuan mac Carell. Saint Finnen, an Irish abbot of the 6th century, is said to have gone to seek hospitality from a chief named Tuan mac Carell, who dwelt not far from Finnen's monastery in Moville, Co. Donegal. Tuan refused him admittance. The saint sat down on the doorstep of the chief and fasted for a whole Sunday, upon which the surely pagan warrior opened the door to him. 48, note 1, so we already talked. Good relations were established between them, and the saint returned to his monks. Tuan is an excellent man, said he to them. He will come to you and comfort you and tell you the old stories of Ireland. And R.I. Best's translation of the Irish mythological cycle of De Arbrois de Jubainville is followed in this account. This humane interest in the old myths and legends of the country is, it may here be observed, a feature as constant as it is pleasant in the literature of Irish Christianity. Tuan came shortly afterwards to return the visit of the saint, and invited him and his disciples to his fortress. They asked him of his name and lineage, and he gave an astounding reply. I am a man of Ulster, he said. My name is Tuan, son of Carell, but once I was called Tuan, son of Starn, son of Sarah, and my father, Starn, was the brother of Partholon. Tell us the history of Ireland, then said Finnen, and Tuan began. Partholon, he said, was the first of men to settle in Ireland. After the great pestilence already narrated, he alone survived, for there is never a slaughter that one man does not come out of it to tell the tale. Tuan was alone in the land, and he wandered about from one vacant forest to another, from rock to rock, seeking shelter from the wolves. For 22 years he lived thus alone, dwelling in waste places, till at last he fell into extreme decrepitude and old age. Then Nemed, son of Agnaman, took possession of Ireland. He, Agnaman, was my father's brother. I saw him from the cliffs and kept avoiding him. I was long-haired, clawed, decrepit, gray, naked, wretched, miserable. And then one evening I fell asleep. And when I awoke again, on the morrow, I was changed into a stag. I was young again and glad of heart. Then I sang of the coming of Nemed and of his race, and of my own transformation. I have put on a new form, a skin rough and gray. Victory and joy are easy to me. A little while ago I was weak and defenseless. And Tuan watches Nemed. Old man hiding behind rocks is almost surrounding him like a cave or fortress. Finnen and the so-called pagan chief So Tuan was a monk. Tuan is then king of all the deer in Ireland, and so remained all the days of Nemed and his race. He tells us of how the Nemedians sailed for Ireland in a fleet of 32 barks, in each bark 30 persons. They went astray on the seas for a year and a half, and most of them perished of hunger and thirst, or of shipwreck. 9 only escaped, Nemed himself, with 4 men and 4 women. These landed in Ireland, and increased their numbers in the course of time till they were 8,060 men and women. Then all of them mysteriously died. 8 is a very common number in foundation myths, too, both of the world and of human beings. Again, old age and decrepitude fell upon Tuan, but another transformation awaited him. Once I was standing at the mouth of my cave. I still remember it, and I knew that my body changed into another form. I was a wild boar, and I sang this song about it. Today I am a boar. Time was when I sat in the assembly that gave the judgments of Partholon. It was sung, and all praised the melody. How pleasant was the strain of my brilliant judgment! How pleasant to the comely young women! My chariot went along in majesty and beauty. My voice was grave and sweet. My step was swift and firm in battle. My face was full of charm. Today, lo, if I am changed into a black boar. That is what I said. Yea, of a surety. I was a wild boar, and then I became young again, and I was glad. I was a king of the boar herds in Ireland, and faithful to my custom, I went the rounds of my abode. When I returned into the lands of Ulster, at the times old age and wretchedness came upon me, for it was always there that my transformations took place, and that is why I went back thither to await the renewal of my body. Tuan then goes on to tell how Semyon, son of Stariat, settled in Ireland, from whom descended the Firbolgs and 2 other tribes who persisted into historic times. Again old age comes on. His strength fails him, and he undergoes another transformation. He becomes a great eagle of the sea, and once more rejoices in renewed youth and vigor. He then tells how the people of Dana came in, the gods and false gods, from whom everyone knows the Irishmen of learning are sprung. After these came the sons of Meled, who conquered the people of Dana. All this time, Tuan kept the shape of the sea eagle, till one day, finding himself about to undergo another transformation, he fasted 9 days. Then sleep fell upon me, and I was changed into a salmon. He rejoices in his new life, escaping for many years the snares of the fishermen, till at last he is captured by one of them and brought to the wife of Carell, chief of the country. The woman desired me and ate me by herself, whole, so that I passed into her womb. He is born again and passes for Tuan, son of Carell. But the memory of his pre-existence and all his transformations and all the history of Ireland that he witnessed since the days of Partholon still abides with him, and he teaches all those things to the Christian monks who carefully preserve them. And this wild tale, with its atmosphere of great antiquity out of the childlike wonder, reminds us of the transformation of the Welsh Taliesin, who also became